it's Jen.
And Brad.
And this is our lap band week 16.
Correct.
I always say I'm going to write it down and I never do. Week 16 update. My starting weight was 262. Last week I was 219.6 and this week I am 216.6. So that is a 3-pound loss for a total weight loss of 45.4. And I was watching Banded Twins video today on my way home, and she mentioned how people don't really always tell their height. So my height is 5'4". So in case you're wondering, so you can put my weight into perspective, I'm this tall this way, this tall this way. So 5'4".
45.4 pounds, crushing it.
I'm trying.
Very nice. Okay, starting weight 320. Current weight 264.2. So I lost 3.2 pounds from last week to this week for a total weight loss of 55.8. And I am 6 feet tall.
And why do you make everybody do the adding? You never tell them what last week's weight was. You always just say...
I don't know. Last week was 267.4. This week was 264.2. So a 3.2 loss.
But yay!
It's just a lot of numbers.
Okay.
So,
But
what I think is cool is if you add our weight loss together, we broke 100 pounds.
Yes, together.
In 16
Teamwork.
weeks. Yes.
Teamwork.
16 weeks post-op. So that's fantastic.
Yay. Okay, so you're going to talk about stuff first?
Yes, so a few things from me. Couch to 5K update. I took last week off, but I didn't, and I'm like, oh, I'll just repeat week 4. Well, I took a look. I kind of cheated a little, and I looked at what week 5 was. I'm like, well, they really mix it up a little in week 5, so I just did week 5 anyway. So I did week 5 day 1 yesterday, week 5 day 2 today. They're really trying to amp it up a little bit come week 5, but I'm still enjoying it. It's doing great. My per mile time is down to 12:45 for those people who do C to 5K. So definitely enjoying it. 2 other things this past weekend. I went to Disney with my brother-in-law and my niece and my nephew, 3 and 5. And so I didn't, normally on Saturday and Sunday, I would wake up and I'd go for my run. But being at the theme park, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to wake up, go run, and then try and do a theme park.
Well, when would you do it? Those kids
I know.
wake up at 6. You'd have to wake up
Because
at
you're
4.
at the park at 9 in the morning, and we were there for at least 7 hours, so it was a long day. But in trying to kind of think through, well, I'm doing a lot of walking, so if you put it into MyFitnessPal, I was conservative. I said I walk at what my normal walk person rate is, which is 3 miles per hour. And I said, oh, I only walked for a total of 2 hours. That came out to 800 calories. I'm like, that is ridiculous. So I think that probably had a lot to do to contribute to the weight loss. But I also, and Jen's going to talk about her part too, I listen to the band, while I'm eating, and I control the portions and stuff, but while there, I had some waffle fries that, I kid you not, I would punch someone in the face to get some more. That's how good they were. So I think the waffle fries helped me.
Did you not have any issues, though? Because we went on separate trips this weekend.
Yes.
I was in St. Louis, and I, too, had French fries.
Okay.
But after a couple, I could feel almost like they were going to get stuck, so I had to stop. Did you have that, too?
I did not, and I think the reason why is, and this is the way I like French fries, mine are extra, extra crispy.
Oh.
So it's not like it was, just a little crisp on the outside, nice and mushy, potatoey inside. These were crunchy all the way through, which I love. So that's why I don't think it was a problem for me.
See, I only ate a couple French fries, and I looked for the mushiest, softest, soggy ones.
Well,
that
and
explains it.
when
I
they
don't
give you
like the little.
Yeah, the waffle fries are usually bigger, and so you only get a handful of them anyway. So, but they were very crispy, and it was delicious. And then my last thing to update on is the progress of my fill. So I got a fill a week ago, Tuesday, and it is like working magic on me.
You're up to 6 cc's.
I'm at 6 cc's now, so I went from...
In a 10 cc band.
In a 10 cc band. So first fill, 5 cc's. Second fill, got another cc, so I'm at 6. And I am, no joke, I'll eat a meal, and I'm good for 5-6 hours to the next meal without feeling hungry. I'm not having necessarily a smaller portion because of the fill. I still eat, a full cup worth because I'm hungry at the time. You know, I just do it nice
Where
and
are
slow.
you getting this cup from? Because I saw your dinner last night, and
That's what
it's not a regulation
That's
cup.
that's where the term full cup.
Yes, he's not
comes in.
talking about the cup measuring cup. He's
No.
talking about a mug that you put coffee in, and he's like, "It's a
So
cup."
but I listen to my band, and I eat slow because I don't want to have a stuck episode, and I don't want a PB again. So I listen to the band, and my soft stop is hiccups, and so I try to stop in advance of getting the hiccups, and it kind of times itself where I'm like, you know what, I think I should stop. And a minute later, the hiccups come, and I'm like, oh, look at that, timed out perfectly. But I'm a solid 5 hours now between meals, and it's amazing. So, I mean, today I had my Chobani for breakfast. I had a lean cuisine for lunch, and the lean cuisine, I ate it, and I was still hungry a half an hour later. So I'm like, let me just dip into my snack size cottage cheese. So I ate that, and I was set. And that was at 1 o'clock, and it's now going on 7 o'clock, and we're going to eat dinner after we make this movie. So, it's awesome. I'm loving the film.
He's happy, and I'm jealous because I have
But you go back in next week.
I go on Tuesday, but let me tell you, I'm 2 to 3 hours, and I'm angry.
So, that's it for me.
Okay, so
But shout outs to come.
Yeah. So he went to Disney this weekend with our niece and nephew, and I went to St. Louis to visit my aunts. And who got the gastric bypass in October and is doing wonderful. But she also has MS and has knee problems and stuff, so she has to use a walker. And I brought, my grandmother came, who's 89 and uses a walker. And so I had
And your mom came.
And my mom came, who is neither 89 nor uses a walker. But my grandmother wanted to come to see my aunt's daughter's children, her great-grandchildren. So we were going up there, and I knew that basically my role was basically to help my mom because we'd have my aunt and my grandmother both in walkers, and, you know, there was mobility issues. So, and because it was St. Louis, and like a week or two before they had a blizzard, I packed for assuming there was going to be a snowstorm. And I did not pack tennis shoes. I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to have time to work out, and so I didn't pack shoes. Got there, it was beautiful. There was no snowstorm. There was tons of downtime. I could have exercised, so I'm annoyed at myself that I didn't just pack the shoes. I packed, you know, probably 50 pounds worth of stuff that I didn't wear. I should have just packed the damn shoes. So what I learned was, no matter what's the worst that happens? Pack the shoes, pack a pair of socks. If you don't use them, at least you have them. Right. And I wish I would have done that because all I had with me were 2 pairs of shoes. Both had heels, so I wasn't really about to go outside walking in heels. So, also, while I was there, I was kind of a hostage regarding food. I brought with me my Quest bars, and I brought with me some almonds, but there's only so many Quest bars you can eat. So, we went out to First Watch, and I did give in, and I had...
First Watch is like a breakfast place.
Yeah, it's like a brunch place, and I had a pancake, and dear Lord, it was wonderful. But I didn't stay so... Because when I'm at home, I eat oatmeal every day for breakfast or a Quest bar for breakfast. I have like an Atkins meal for lunch every day, the same Atkins meal, not even a variety. And then for dinner, some sort of meat. So my body's been...
Like a lot of folks, you have a routine.
Yes, and I'm one of those people that can eat the same thing every day. So when I was there, I was forced to eat foods I don't normally eat, and I think that's why...
Mr. Whisker, sorry about that.
Okay, hold on one second.
Come on, buddy.
Baby doll. Sorry, he's our special cat, so we can't just throw him down. So I was eating things I wasn't normally eating, and it wasn't always protein first, and it wasn't under calories, but I still managed to lose 3 pounds, and I think that that's because I didn't eat the same foods. I think sometimes you gotta switch it up, and your body, you know, my body was processing my normal foods the same way, and it wasn't working so hard, and, you know, because I was there and I ate different things, I think that's what helped me lose 3 pounds, because I have no earthly idea where the 3 pound loss came from. And,
So question, were there any opportunities to snack while you were there?
What do you mean, of course there were opportunities to snack.
But I mean, did you snack while you were there?
Yes, and that's another thing that, we were there, okay, one night we had the 3-year-old and 5-year-old, my grandmother's great-grandchildren, and they spent the night with us, and they have lots of energy. And at one point at the end I was hungry, and they got some pretzels out, and so I had a few pretzels, and at first okay, 17 pretzels, 110 calories. I ate 14 pretzels, was full. But instead of being like, yay, I just made, I had a 100 calorie snack, I'm sitting here going, oh my god, there was no protein in the pretzels. So I think sometimes, at least I believe protein first is important, and I believe that's important for your main meals, but I probably didn't need to beat myself up over the 14 pretzels I had, even though there were no proteins in them, just because it was, it was a good choice.
Yep.
But was that why I don't know why you're asking about snacking.
I was just curious, because I know if you're here, you have your things you could fall back on, like, if I'm hungry, I just want a Quest bar, or I could eat this or that. The diversity in the snacking, too.
She also had string cheese for me, so those are my things. So, but yeah, so that was St. Louis, and I ended up losing 3 pounds, and I'm just afraid that next week I'm going to end up gaining, because there's no...
Jenna is the most pessimistic person you'll ever meet. So I have to keep reminding her she's doing fantastic. It's not by accident that you've lost 45.4 pounds.
Well, thank you. And I want to say, Banded Twin, I have a question for you. And I need to get, your phone number so I can text you. But, you had mentioned, and I don't remember if it was on YouTube or on Facebook, but it was Facebook, how you had eaten too much food and you felt miserable. Explain this to me, because I never feel the stuffed full feeling. I've never was like, oh my god, I ate so much. I eat a lot, but I've never felt badly afterwards. And you made it sound like you had physical pain from eating too much, and can you elaborate on that? Because I don't know what you're talking about, and I've never had that. So, just asking, because you eat so few calories, so I'm wondering how in God's name can you eat too much and be feeling pain when you're getting 800 calories a day. So if you don't mind just explaining that, I'd like to know. And I'm very excited. We're going to get to see Valerie Stricted in June. She's coming to Orlando. So any of you guys, if you take your family to Orlando to Disney, let me know. We will drive and meet you. I love meeting people. So with that...
Couple shout outs. As always, my disclaimer, I apologize if I completely get the name wrong. Here we go. Lalicia Jordan, The Imperfect Size, Shay Shay 161, and Be Mentor 1.
What is this?
I don't know. I like the names.
You really like Shay Shay
161. So, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I like it.
And I'm trying, when you guys subscribe to us, I try to subscribe back. I was a little late. I just was subscribing last night for the last 2 weeks. If I haven't subscribed to you, drop me a message, let me know, because I love watching everybody's journey. There's times where we're in bed and watching TV, and he's like, will you stop watching YouTube? I'm like, I can't, I need to know. So, is that it?
That's about it.
So, we hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I guess that's it. I guess we'll talk to you next week.
Thank y'all very much. We'll keep an eye out for your videos.
Bye.
Bye.